Yo, guys, welcome back to another episode of Hard Fried History. I almost forgot the name of my own podcast.
Oops.
Fuck. Yeah, all right, welcome. Yeah, welcome, guys. Thank you guys for coming back. It's your history podcast where we discuss history, all things history, the little crevices of history, the weird parts of history. Some just, some history we all know. We take our own spin on it. Introducing my co-host. You know him, you love him, you don't like him. That's why.
That's a great, yeah.
Because it's Henry Price, everybody.
Hello.
Good for Henry
Hey.
Price, everybody. Hey.
How's it going?
All right, man. Henry, what's new in your life?
Not much.
Okay.
Doing
just
same
like usual.
boring bullshit.
Nothing's going on
Yep.
with me. Nothing going on with me. Got a new Target shirt on.
Nice.
New shirt from Target.
I actually
Got
had
that
a
new Target swag.
nice.
You got that acting swag.
This is my only clean shirt right now.
All right,
So
this is the history podcast. You can tell from the shirts. All right, guys, today we're gonna discuss the infamous, the smelly, the really you don't understand, like really
The horrifically
smelly. Who are we discussing, Henry?
We are disputing Rasputin.
Jeez, I told him not to say that. I told you don't ever.
Rasputin.
Say that. Why? Why are you doing this?
It's too good. It's too good a rhyme. It's too good a rhyme.
It's not a good rhyme. It's not a good rhyme. If that was okay, all right. I'm not even gonna dwell on it. Rasputin. That's who we're talking about. Rasputin. Rasputin looks like how black people think white people
should look.
Like that's the one where like that guy definitely says the N word.
He looks homeless.
He says hard. He does look homeless. He looks like he either like got left out of that one movie where they're like do 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 do. You seen that movie? You don't know the movie. Well, basically where the guy gets raped by hillbillies.
Oh.
Yeah, he either got left out of that movie
because
he
was
just
too creepy.
He was just too creepy, or he makes a great IPA, and you want to go to his brewery.
Yeah.
He's got a great brew.
I could see him catching crabs.
He's catching
No pun intended.
catching. No, okay. Rasputin, man. All right, so Henry, who is Rasputin?
Rasputin is known to some as the Mad Monk, and
Mad
to
Monk.
others as the Unmentionable or the Nameless One.
If you have any of those names, yeah, bro, a lot of people don't like you. Nobody's ever called me the unmentionable.
The Unmentionable, like fucking Voldemort shit right there.
Dude, where it's like
They don't even want to say your name because of
just
the power
a disgusting
behind
man. Just
it. Gross.
I don't know, man. Like from what I know about Rasputin, he's just like a monk, but like also just like a weird guy who somehow like just tripped and fell into like being one of the most powerful niggas in Russia.
Yes.
Like just tripped over his balls and like, oh, all of a sudden I run Russia.
Yes.
like.
Well, from what I read, is that he had a great sense of people, and he knew people's strengths and weaknesses very well, and he could feel them out, and then from there he could like manipulate them and then use that to like climb in his own way. His personality was very magnetic, as people were just like drawn to him. He was very like charismatic dude, but he just I don't want to say had no direction, but if you take it from an religious standpoint, then yeah, he didn't have
any direction in life. Yeah, man, that's what we call white privilege in the black community. No direction, you end up running
still made it.
Country. How's it go? All right, man. So Rasputin was born in Siberia, and in 1869, January 21st. What's that like? It's like a Sagittarius.
I don't know.
You know Sagittarius always
I'm not into that.
Always fucking Sagittarius. I think that if it's not one thing I know about Sagittarius is always fucking. Moving on.
Okay.
Moving on. What was his upbringing like, Henry?
Well, we don't really know. So all of the documents surrounding his childhood have been destroyed for one reason or another. There's not a whole lot that's known about his early life. it was said that like some of the villagers called him the devilish one. Like I saw that, and there's like stories about him, you know, healing horses, and the townspeople being freaked out by him, kind of like the Omen and shit. Only
that's and this brings me back to a fact, like I growing up in a Facebook generation. If I can't trace where you were in 2011, my nigga, I don't trust you. Yeah. You ought to be able to go back. You can see on Facebook. I don't trust anybody. I don't know what they were doing in high school or middle school.
I want to see every phase you went through. I want to see
every single phase. Or you were gothic and then you became preppy. What happened there? What life-changing event happened there? I don't trust any man.
This dude just popped out.
Pops out of nowhere. See, white people don't even need to have childhoods, and they can just pop
still
out,
make it.
Just pop out, run a country, man. I don't know, man. So, so he went through life, right? We don't know shit about as a kid.
His childhood, not really.
What happens next? He gets married.
He gets married at 18.
18, has several children. Several or seven?
7. Well, they had 7 children total, but only 3 of them survived to adulthood.
So how? Okay, so there's just no condoms.
No condoms
involved.
No. I don't think
Siberia.
Any condom. No.
Did you just? I mean, there's nothing else to do in Siberia other than fuck. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Other than fucking work in a coal mine or some type of shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Rasputin for 7 children. How?
I mean, he.
What does she look like?
I don't. I saw like one picture of her. She was rather comely.
Rather homely.
Comely. The
comely.
Other, the bad one. Whatever the bad one is. She was very plain looking.
She was very plain. Look, plain girls can get it.
Yeah.
Plain girls. You don't have to. You don't
Everyone
have to
does
fuck
fine.
Rasputin.
You know? Yeah. No.
You don't have to fuck Rasputin. You don't have to have sex with Rasputin.
But Rasputin probably would want to have sex with you. He was an animal.
This is the recurring thing about Rasputin I found out. Rasputin fucking all the time.
All the time.
Blows my mind.
Fellas, you don't have to be good looking.
Bro, you do not have to be good looking.
You just got to know what you're doing. Yeah.
Bro, you just got to come off with some little weird magnetism.
Yeah.
Be mysterious. Be doing weird. Look.
Be charming.
And have a weird kink.
Good listener.
Have a weird kink.
Well, we'll get into
have a weird kink.
part of his part of his sexual prowess.
So all you niggas like who incels and don't be having sex.
Nope.
Yeah, man.
It's your approach.
It's your approach.
It ain't you.
Rasputin's having sex.
Yep.
That guy's having sex.
You can't get laid. Rasputin can't. What the fuck are you doing?
It's on you. You need to pick yourself up, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and get out there.
Take a page out of Rasputin's book.
Start healing horses, doing weird shit.
Don't bathe.
Don't bathe. That's okay. Well, I'm not going to advise that. So, you have 7 kids. You
watch your kids.
I'm guessing you're 25.
You watch 4 of your kids.
I'm guessing you're 25 by then. I'm guessing you're running around, and then you're fucking. And then what's your next step? Oh, my next step is I'm gonna get super into God.
10 years later,
I'm gonna get super into God.
He goes to Saint Nicholas Monastery at Verkhovtye.
So this is something I want to talk about during this podcast. We will not be saying the names of any Russians.
I'm going to try.
Cities or people, right? Because you know why? Fuck y'all. That's for 2016. No. We won't be saying anything right. You met on our elections. We don't get your name said right.
Okay, we butcher these names.
Yeah, we're going to butcher these
because
names
we're patriots.
For 2016.
Okay.
Don't do it again.
Cool.
It's probably going to happen again. But all right, moving on. So 10 years later, he
decides to get straight with God for whatever reason.
Was he off with God?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know what his childhood was.
I mean, you're looking at him.
Like.
Something's off.
Yeah.
Something's very off. So he gets straight with God, and he goes to this monastery.
Yes.
And that's where he finds the light, right? He
kind of.
He gets into God. He doesn't find the light. I thought he found the light there.
Well,
that's where
he finds his own light. Like he finds his calling in the ministry, just not in the established ministry of the time. Like he's at this monastery for several months, and he eventually leaves because he says that the priests there, they were too coercive and they were engaging in homosexuality. And this is a reason to discredit them.
I just love the fact the dude went there and was like, yo, I fuck with God, but you know who I really found who was great? Me, my nigga. and then he does the 7th grade, and all y'all are gay, and then he walks out.
Then he drops.
Then he drops out.
I love the fact that before he left, like around the time when he left, he had an infant child.
He let an infant child
and a pregnant wife.
Yeah, like I've been.
And he was just like, "Hey,
one thing about
I'll see you guys later."
One thing about Rasputin, pounding pussy. That's you really gotta drive that in here. Mm-hmm. He was getting it in around the clock, straggly beard and everything. You have no excuse.
No excuse.
You have no excuse. Go out, heal a horse.
You know who you are.
We know. Oh, fucking rounded. Like, look, I want you to look Rasputin up right now. And think about that guy coming up to you on the street. That man's homeless. Oh, but he also fucked your sister. That's the type of shit that Rasputin was doing. So he goes to the monastery.
Comes back.
Finds himself.
Yes.
Comes back. Starts his own church.
Basically, yeah.
Cult. Weird. Doing orgies. Kind of.
Yeah. Well, there's some claims that he joined, and I'm not sure when he was exposed to this doctrine, but it's called like Kolsti.
Yeah,
and it's this sect of Catholicism where they believe in like self-flagellation and orgies, and like this is how you serve God. But like the driving tenet behind that is that the only way you can really get straight with God is if you sin. Because sin and corresponding repentance, that's like necessary to deepen your own faith. So if you're not sinning, you have nothing to repent for, and therefore you can't be in communion with God. So you have to sin.
And guess how Rasputin was sinning?
Exactly.
Slurping on that pussy. He was fuck orgies.
Say, baby, God's not going to forgive you if you don't fuck me, okay? We have to do this for the Lord, okay?
This is just a pyramid scheme to have sex. And that's what I'm learning about history.
Bitches on bitches.
It's just mostly just so you can have sex and just do weird shit, you know what I'm saying? And like,
you just got to go for it.
And if somebody came to me and was like, yo, I got this religion, but you know what I'm saying, it's all just about having sex. It's still Christianity, but it's just all about fucking.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a whole lot of
when and where is service.
Yeah, I don't care about your merits, your tenets.
I'm going,
you don't have to show any evidence at me. I don't care, man. You convinced me.
I'm going to Thursday night Bible study. It's like, and you gotta think about, like, at the time, this is like Siberia, Russia. It is snowing all the time. You are mining all the time. You're starving
all the time.
You're starving. You're going back and forth between a mine and a bar, and a mine and a bar, and a mine and a bar, and this is your whole life, and then you die, you have a kid, and then they're going back and forth,
and you hope your kid at least remembers your name.
And no women are ever coming. No women are ever coming, and as a man, you're coming, I guess, a couple of times, procreating. You're doing that, and your wife is getting fat because she's eating borscht all the time, and then but then there's this weird dude with a beard who looks just like you.
And he's got the word of God.
And he's got the word of God at his disposal. And then guess what he's trying to do? He's trying to get you laid. Y'all fuck with Rasputin.
I don't know if he's trying to get you laid.
He's trying to get himself laid. But I want to be like him. If he's like,
you can be Rasputin would be the ultimate wingman.
It would be the ultimate. I don't know about that. That would kind of, his smell would kind of.
Yeah. Maybe not in modern times.
So he's smelly. There's chunks of food in his beard,
which starts to rot.
Because
he doesn't clean himself.
He doesn't clean himself, but he's still smashing.
Yeah.
All the time. Ugh.
While living with his father,
with his father. Yo, so again.
With a wife and kids, living with his dad. He built a chapel in a fucking cellar and was just like, hey, this is where we meet, this is where we fuck, this is where we sing our weird songs.
Getting it in.
And these villagers are just like, we don't trust this guy. He's licentious. And he's singing all these songs that none of us have ever heard of and don't recognize as.
Yeah, those are the songs of getting puss and living your life, man. So, like, how about you chill out, brother?
You're right.
I like to imagine Rasputin as kind of like a surfer dude who's really into Hulk Hogan. Because that.
Like, I think if there was a translation.
Yeah,
to
I don't know. I don't. Look, just like, I'm just all about getting tubular and just kind of.
I think there's a B movie spinoff here. That Rasputin goes to California.
Yeah, he's just living God's way.
Yes.
Just smashing. Oh.
See those like blue swim trunks with the suns on him, standing next to a surfboard. You can't really see how skinny he really is because his beard is just covering his whole torso and mixing with his chest hair.
I feel like if Rasputin went to California, the result would just be the Hell's Angels. I feel like that's all that would happen.
Yeah, he's got that
following, and then they would just ride around motorcycles, just doing meth, just doing key bumps and meth, having a good time.
I can see Rasputin as a meth guy for sure, for sure.
All right, so what happened next? What happened next, Henry? What happened next in your life? Did he just spend the rest of his life just doing key bumps and in Siberia having?
He's got bigger ambitions.
Why would you just stop?
He's got bigger plans.
Why would you just stop there? You're already
just fuck because you fucked all the women in your village already. It's time to branch out, fly the nest. You know, you gotta get
out there.
Yeah,
you gotta flutter away.
You gotta spread the word, if you will. You gotta expand that following. Right?
Yeah, there's always orgies get boring after a while.
Yeah, it's fucking Katarina again.
Yeah, take it from me.
Her smelly clam.
Who's never smelled? Okay, calm down. We don't talk about women's clams.
Okay. But I'm just saying, like, Katarina might have had a bad one, and he's just like, I'm tired of this shit. I need to get out of here.
And he just
conquer new territory.
He just keeps going, man.
He just keeps going.
Yo, that's beautiful.
So he goes to Kazan,
okay,
which is west of his hometown, and it's right along, like, the main river in Russia, which is the Volga River. Mm-hmm. And we don't know when he arrived there. It's sometime between 1902 and 1904, and he starts to do the same thing, presumably.
And he wins over all of the elders of the Father Superior Seven Lakes Monastery, which is a very influential clergy. And they would get him they recommended him to go to the St. Petersburg Theological Seminary.
Right.
I just like to think about Rasputin coming in there with a sick ass PowerPoint. A sick ass PowerPoint, just being he's shaking hands, he's kicking ass, he's kissing babies, he's meeting people's moms, he's networking.
Yeah.
So what have we learned about this guy? Always getting puss.
Always.
Networking.
He's ruthless.
Just always getting puss. Networking. That's literally, if you do those two things in life, okay, you'll be fine. Okay, always getting puss, networking, being white. Those three things.
The Holy Trinity.
That's a good ass life, dog.
That's a good ass life.
So what happens next, Timmy?
So he gets to St. Petersburg. I think there's some speculation as to when he actually arrived there. The numbers I have is he's around there in 1903 or the winter of 1904 and 1905. So he starts to network some more with prominent members of the Russian aristocracy.
Yeah.
And eventually he meets these two princesses.
Okay. How? Weird beard. Just weird, sketchy beard guy. I can get that. How is he meeting how is he just meeting princes and then he just pops in aristocracy?
Well, he's a holy man. That kind of gets to this broader thing that was happening in early 20th century Russia among the aristocracy. Is, from what it seems like, there was this growing disillusionment with the Catholic Church, and so the rich in particular are looking for other options. And so they start dabbling with the occult and into mysticism and start getting into the supernatural and start hiring people to perform seances and hiring psychics and mediums.
All you rich white women out here.
Basically. Not vaccinating your goddamn kids.
Your yogi is going to get you into some shit. Stop hanging around.
The same shit.
It's all just going to end up in a weird orgy. Is there a reason why most of these cults end up with a lot of rich white women in them? No. Because you're letting, stop trying to get out of regular religions and go to this is somebody who just tells me Now you're fucking with Rasputin.
Yeah.
Try to think outside the box.
Don't trust dudes with ponytails.
Don't trust
and
dudes
bushy
with
beards.
ponytails who have never been to India.
Yeah.
Yet
Yeah,
claim to be a
yep.
like, don't trust Rasputin. He looks like he make no. Don't take your spiritual advice from nobody who looks like they make dank IPAs. Never get the IPAs though.
Get the IPAs.
Love it. He looks like he makes the one with like 11%.
Yeah.
Like that 11% out there just fuck you up.
Triple distilled.
Just whoo.
Yep.
Ooh.
Like, I need to drink.
Nice pretzel bun burger.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There you go.
Yeah. Ooh, all right.
It's a mean pretzel bun.
Yeah. Getting hungry. All right. So he meets royalty.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is the time when he meets, Tsar Nicholas and Alexandra around November 1st of 1905.
Well, he meets the wives of Tsar Nicholas's cousins.
Okay.
And then from there, he gets to meet Tsar Nicholas and Alexandra.
Okay.
And their son, Alexei, who's the Tsarevich, the next in line for the throne of this imperial dynasty.
Yeah.
He's got hemophilia.
Okay.
So if he gets cut, he's going to keep bleeding. And Alexandra, loves him. Obviously, this is her child.
You know what I'm saying?
And so she employs Rasputin to administer to this kid and to heal him and to use his ways to slow this child's bleeding.
You gotta learn. Leave your kids behind. That's another lesson you take from.
Hey, Rasputin did it.
Leave your kids behind. That's why he's balling. You're getting caught up in Rasputin's
baggage.
web.
Yep.
Because you got a kid who has sick blood. But no, shout out to all the hemophiliacs out there. Keep hustling. Stay up. Don't get cut because it's wild out here.
Yeah.
It's wild. A lot of sharp edges and shit. I don't want my kid to have hemophilia, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Who does?
All right. So the story on how he kind of got the sway of them. So he gets in there, right, and they have all these doctors who are basically not real doctors by modern day standards either. Yeah. They're kind of just charlatans and trick. These are the dudes who are giving people heroin and cocaine. You need some more energy.
Oh, he's a hemophiliac. Yeah. Let's try bloodletting.
Let's cut him and see how he bleeds. These are the people. These are the maniacs.
Crazy.
Also, these are crazy people. So he walks in there, and they've been giving him aspirin, right? That's the story.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving this kid aspirin, and it's fuck. And then he goes in there. He's like, "Hey, yo,
don't do that.
Stop giving that nigga aspirin." And then they go, "What?" Because that's aspirin. Guess what? It's a blood thinner. He looks like a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he probably just read this shit in Time magazine and was like, loser, and fucking comes up, and now he's like the fucking man at the fucking palace, my nigga. He's the nigga. Just all you gotta know. That's a quick fact. Quick little small little facts like shit like that, scientific shit. That's how I've actually have had the most sex, just by telling somebody a quick little fact. Just a quick little fact,
really?
Yo, don't use that. Hey, asparagus, you only need to cook it for 5 minutes. Boom, shit like that. That's how you shake hands, win babies.
You're a modern day mystic.
Shake hands, kiss babies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All you gotta do, you don't need to. So learn quick little facts like that. Learn quick little facts like Russia, not a real place. Globe stops at Ukraine.
Does it?
Yeah.
All right, man. I don't know what deep archives and 4chan.
Oh no, I'm mad. I'm mad on the flat earther thing right now.
All right.
I'm flat earthing hard. I'm flat earthing real hard. Oh man, world doesn't exist. It's flat, baby. Sick. I wish the world was flat.
Why?
I don't know. Just maybe I got something to spice it up from the daily humdrum. World's flat. Can't. I don't even know how that works. All right, man. So what happens next, man? He's in the palace. He's killing it. Everybody loves him. He's still probably fucking.
He's not exactly killing it.
He's not exactly killing it?
He's close to the Tsar and the Tsarina particularly the Tsarina, because she thinks that their child, Alexei, will die without Rasputin. Mm-hmm. But he's still up to no good. He's still up to he's being Rasputin. He's fucking the wives of all these aristocrats who are pissed off. He's making.
I'm sorry.
He's making enemies because he's fucking the wrong wives out there.
I was so happy for him before, but now I'm like, yo, how are people fucking Rasputin? How did I go out for a long time and how are people Yo, I just love to think about Rasputin like just sliding up, just going. Because you know he made a noise when he walked.
Well, his stench would probably announce him
stench
before the noise.
Then a noise.
Yeah.
And then he like walks up to a like a 20th century.
Здравствуйте.
No. I'm thinking Rasputin. He's just like, yo, what that pussy do? What that mouth do? He's just wilding up. He's got game. Like
he doesn't even waste
Philadelphia.
Time with the
He's just wild.
with the pleasantries. He just goes straight for it. Okay.
Yo, Rasputin. Yo, I would, I just want to know the secrets, my G.
Well,
I just want to know the secrets of how you out here.
Well,
how bad does your dick have to be for your girl to go fuck Rasputin?
So there's also, well, I don't know. There's rumors that he had like a 13-inch anaconda.
A 13-inch ding dong, little
like
little strudel cake dick, like
yes,
just
like angry. A fucking battering ram.
Jesus Christ, this man's
Yes.
walk. He's healing shit.
Yes.
He smells like shit.
He just had that big dick energy.
And he just has this huge
dong.
humongous dick. Yeah, well, shit.
That and he's
that
like,
actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Makes a lot more. A lot of
yeah,
this. Now,
now
a lot of this.
all the dots are connecting.
All the dots are
at this
connected.
point.
Now it's the Little Dipper. Like it's all connected
But
in
hang
the
on.
sky.
He hits you with this. He's got the energy of a 13-inch dong behind him,
And
right?
then he's making
and then
that
he hits you
smells.
with this, and he's making the sounds.
Yeah.
He's got this big dick energy behind him, and then he comes over to you and he's like, "Say, baby, I got the word of God in me, and I can deliver it to you. I can deliver you from evil, but only if we go a couple rounds."
And he goes, pussy. And then
And that's how he fucks your wife.
Yeah, and he fucks. Yo, if my wife fucked, I don't have one, but if I did have one, and she fucked Rasputin,
Yeah.
yo, just kill myself, G. Like, cause that's not. I can't
There's
come
no
back.
coming back.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
come back. Like, how I'm gonna go to my people.
You've been cucked by Rasputin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my mans and them. They're gonna be like, "Yo, your wife out here fucking Rasputin. You Rasputin lad. Look, oh, Rasputin coming, nigga. You better run." God damn it. Yo, I hope no women I've ever fucked a Rasputin looking ass nigga.
It probably had. I mean, the look's coming back. You know?
It's not coming. Well, yeah, no. Hey,
It kinda is.
Jake has a cold IPA, dog.
Yeah.
Got cold IPA, 11%. Ooh, Pressburg.
So what if he doesn't shower all the time? He
Ooh,
makes
no,
it-
shit, I don't shower. Shit, I don't shower all the time. Funk for life.
I've been known to skip. Yeah.
Funk for life.
And you gotta do what you can.
Okay. So he's fucking wives. He's killing it. He's fucking.
He's making
pussy,
enemies at the same
making
time.
mad
Not
enemies.
only
Hey,
among the
niggas
St.
hate-
Petersburg elite, but among like the Russian Orthodox Church because of his particular brand of like hedonistic Christianity.
Hey, niggas gonna hate. Haters
That's
gonna
right.
hate.
That's
Haters
right.
gonna hate. One thing, look, when you out here fucking women, fucking doing your best, you doing your thing, nizzle. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna hate, and that's what Rasputin was doing. Yeah, my nigga got big dick energy. He walking around, huge, humongous dick, fucking bitches, healing shit.
People are gonna get jealous.
People gonna get that, and they can stay jealous.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna live my best life. Cause why? Cause of God.
Because of God. Because I'm ordained.
Cause I'm ordained.
This is my
out
higher
here.
calling.
Yeah, this is my call. Look, God called me. I answered. I was like, who is it? He was like, and God was like, it's you. Damn.
Ooh,
G.
there we go.
Damn.
There we go.
Damn.
So then Rasputin's fucking all these wives, drinking. He starts dabbling in drink, I think. And
Yeah.
then World War I starts,
Ooh.
and it drags on.
Okay.
And over the course of World War I, shit's going wrong in Russia across the board because prior to, you've got peasant revolts and the rise of the Bolsheviks and just basically the beginning of the end for the imperial dynasty.
Russia is, at this time, just, I mean, a shit show in terms of, like, you got this peasant farmer lifestyle that's been happening for like a millennia now.
Yeah.
A millennia of just fucking toiling in the fields and fucking all this shit. And you're working all the time, but there's like this elite few leave few motherfuckers who are balling out of control, and for some reason they didn't think they could get got.
Yeah.
And they're just letting shit
They didn't think it would come around to them.
And worse and worse, and they're just like looking like, oh well, they'll be fine. No, my nigga, you gotta do some shit. Then World War One's happening, and then also the princess Alexandra is German. We fighting the Germans. This bitch German, so niggas is looking at her like yo, you who? Why we losing?
Yeah,
we looking at you. You can't even speak Russian.
Yeah,
hold up, you can't even speak Russian. Like,
there's something later on. So he's making all these enemies, and then people are turning against the throne, turning against the Tsarina because she's German, turning against Rasputin because although he is Russian, he's still somewhat of a foreign element. Just this smelly peasant dude that comes wandering out of Siberia and then all of a sudden is one of the most powerful figures in Russia. Who the fuck is this guy?
We're starving. I'm fucking. My friend, my boy just died. I just got drafted. I fucking. All this shit's going on. She's German.
Yeah.
And then who the fuck is this?
Who is this guy?
Who's this nigga, bro? And so
eventually, well, there's one anecdote I want to get to is that at one point, I guess Rasputin extends an olive branch and he offers to bless the troops early in World War I. And the commander-in-chief, Grand Duke Nicholas, he threatens to hang him if he so much as shows up.
Here's the thing. Yo, my nigga, that's one of the biggest slights of all time. Nigga, we don't even fuck with you. Yeah. We don't even fuck with you. Don't come over here. We don't even fuck with you, my nigga. We don't. Now you want to come to our party?
Yeah.
And pop bottles with us? You want to pop bottles? We pop bottles. You want to sit in our section with us and pop bottles, nigga? I don't even know you, cuz I want you. You gonna get that killed. This is street.
Yeah.
This is street nigga shit.
Sure.
This is street. Sure. If this is the street, you're gonna get killed.
But then he pulls arguably the shadiest shit. And he has a vision, quote unquote, where he says, "Hey, Tsar Nicholas.
Yeah.
You're not going to be successful in war unless you're out there leading the troops. So now it's just Rasputin and Tsarina Alexandra.
He's definitely banging
alone
with his 13-inch cock.
Sends away the husband.
Just definitely banging
to die, perhaps.
Your German queen.
Mm-hmm. So she's going.
This 13-inch dick. In the palace, that would be the wildest. Like you really, I would imagine being one of like the Tsar's friends, and just he's like, "Yo, I'm about to go out to the field because this nigga said, my nigga, you gonna leave the nigga with the 13-inch cock
with your wife
in your
unattended
house, in your whole house,
yes,
and y'all sleep on the same wing,
and you know that he loves your son, who your wife also loves, so you have that whole like paternal aspect to it, to where it's like this is your dad now.
So you just want this 13-inch cock just kind of breathing up against your wife early in the morning, like you want that just happening to your wife. She's gonna be out because you were trying to win a war, nigga. Fuck.
Well, yeah, he said that the army wouldn't be successful unless I was out there. It's like, dude, you're a sucker.
And again, if I was his friend, I would be like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga?
Why do you trust him?
Who is this nigga? Like, yo, Drake said it. No new friends.
Okay.
No new friends.
Yeah.
No new friends. Y'all, and it's a new ass friend around. And it's just gonna get fucked up.
Yeah. And it does. So, the king, Tsar Nicholas, is away. And Russia's in turmoil. You've got all these competing claims to the throne. Mm-hmm. The peasants are clamoring for the king to abdicate, and all of a sudden, people start taking shots at Rasputin. So his influence at court and his closeness to the imperial couple, all of a sudden, that's being used as ammo by journalists and politicians.
Big facts.
In order to get the Tsar to step down. Like, who is this dude? You've effectively brought a foreigner into the most powerful place in Russia, and all of a sudden the country's in turmoil. You all need to go. And so then Rasputin doesn't do himself any favors because he starts bragging basically about how much pussy he's getting and about how much influence and power he holds over the Tsar and the Tsarina.
Ooh, what? Ooh, let's get progressive. What if he's banging both? Ooh. That would all make sense. Yo, he's banging both though. Yo, they never said which way the orgies were. They never said.
I don't know if there's any documented evidence that says that Rasputin was not a bisexual.
Yo, my man Rasputin is wild with it.
He did leave the one church.
He left that one church
because they were homosexuals. At
but
least
why he go to that church in the first place?
That's a good,
big fact. Think about
Seems like he's throwing them under the bus to recuse himself.
Ooh, all right. Whoa. Okay.
Hot takes.
So basically everybody in Russia is like, yo,
this guy needs to go.
He gotta go. This nigga, I have like people are just calling up people like, yo, Rasputin gotta. Everybody send it. So like. It's just all a question of which one of these dudes is about it. Who's about it? Who's really gonna do what it takes to get that man out of here?
So there was the first attempt on its life was on July 12th, 1914, by this 33-year-old Sionia Guseva, who was a follower of this other guy, Iliodor, who was like a priest, but there was his own personal controversy that led him to be cast out from priesthood.
Yeah.
And she claimed to have acted alone, but Iliodor, he was this guy who was trying to drive a wedge between Rasputin and the imperial family because he recognized how much power Rasputin had. So they had their own beef.
Yeah.
And Guseva later claims to have acted alone because she thinks that Rasputin is legitimately the Antichrist. And he very well may have been.
You know, mad candidates for the Antichrist, if there's two of them, I'm going to say... Second, it's probably gonna be Rasputin. First, it's gonna be that nigga Tom Cotton. I don't trust that nigga.
I don't know who this is.
Senator Arkansas. That nigga wild.
Okay.
That nigga's wild.
I mean, most senators from Arkansas I'm not a fan of on principle.
Yeah, no, that nigga, I don't. Look up Tom Cotton. All right, moving on.
So he gets stabbed in the stomach.
Yeah.
And she claims to have acted alone, but it's highly suspected that Iliodor told her to try to kill him.
And just like any nigga who's ever been involved in any type of stabbing, you start when your life gets put on the line, you start drinking more, cuz.
You have to.
You gotta start drinking more because you know niggas after you.
Yep.
How did it not hit Rasputin like, yo, I did my Dougie here. Let me get the fuck out of here.
Let me go home.
Like, just
shit's getting hairy.
You're sitting in one like in St. Petersburg Palace, like in like so it's the middle. It's gold everywhere. Take some shit off the wall.
Yep.
Dip.
Get one of those Fabergé eggs.
And
wait
dip,
30
bro,
years.
And dip. They already just stabbed you one time,
Yep.
my nigga. Everybody in the palace looking at you crazy.
Yep.
Fucking you out here drinking all the time, bro. Take some shit off the wall, put it in the shit, and go, my nigga.
Pull a Trotsky.
See this. Skirt. I'm in Mexico City now, bitch.
Yep.
Like just go. Just go. But you know that's how
But he
doesn't leave a block.
Yeah.
They never leave the block.
Nope.
They want to. I'm from here, dog. I'm from here. They ain't gonna kick me out. I'm from here. I'm meant to be here. If God want me to go, I'ma go. And
he went. So December 30th, 1960, he's invited by members of the Russian court to eat at the palace of Prince Felix Yusupov.
Yeah.
The nobles plot to kill him by feeding him a whole bunch of food and drink laced with cyanide.
My God, and that's why only way I eat with other people, share platter meals. I don't eat nothing from nobody brought me. I don't trust none of y'all mans.
It was what were they giving him to drink? I think it was Madiero wine, which is a red wine, is it not?
What?
Madiero wine?
What's Madiero wine?
Madei.
I don't know what that is. I don't
Madiero
know.
wine?
I drink
think
wine
it's
out
a
of
red
box.
wine. And if so,
I'm a box wine drinker.
I mean, me too. But I at least make an attempt. You know, that's why you should only drink whites, right?
Drink whites
because then you can see if somebody's put cyanide in your shit. Because it doesn't mix in with that thick red. Now, if it's a white, I don't think it is a white wine though. I think it is a red wine.
Look, I don't know.
What is the argument for white wines?
Look, you can't drink a white wine with a beef dish. That's not.
You're right.
You gotta drink a.
You just gotta run the risk of being poisoned.
You just gotta run the risk of being poisoned. I'm not gonna fuck up this meal.
Okay.
Henry, for nobody, not even myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So December 30th, 1916.
Yep.
So
He's eating. He's drinking.
they're fucking
And
of
does
course,
not
shits in
die.
its beard.
Yes.
And people are looking at him like, yo, how the fuck is he still alive?
How are you still? That's one of the questions. Like, the cyanide fails to kill him.
Yeah.
And nobody really knows what happened that night. And there's like a lot of pop culture that kind of tends to romanticize the night that Rasputin died.
See, here's the thing.
They shoot him 3 times,
I
like
know
twice in the chest, 1 time square in the forehead, and then throw his body in the river.
I know what happened with that cyanide, though. Like everything that happens, when you get that shit from your man, sometimes it's cut.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's cut. So somebody
That's
cut
a
that
fair
rat.
point,
Somebody
yeah.
cut that cyanide.
You got to
know
make
what
sure
I'm
you're getting
saying?
the good
You
cyanide.
got to make sure you're getting that good stuff. Don't
You
be
want him
buying,
to try it first.
Don't
right?
buy from no nigga named Jimmy D down at the Conoco station. Don't ever do that. You got, if you want that good cyanide, you go to your man's. You wait that time.
Yeah.
They wasn't waiting that time.
Or Rasputin could have, at some point, I don't know if there's any documented evidence of this, but slowly built up an immunization against the cyanide. Like, just introduce small doses of it. You'd have to be hella paranoid to do that. To be like, oh man, they're trying to poison me. I better prepare myself now for the inevitable.
If you've seen a picture of Rasputin, that's
It looks like a
completely
paranoid
plausible.
guy.
It looks like
Yeah.
a paranoid fuck.
Yeah.
Like a very,
Which it could happen. I don't know if it did or didn't,
So-
or if he just has this like godlike immune system, which is also a possibility. But
Yeah.
who the fuck knows?
or maybe he just like, maybe they just didn't give him enough. Maybe
Yeah.
niggas was light on it, or maybe they
Yeah.
left it out. Maybe they switched.
Yeah.
Like something just happened.
Spoiled cyanide.
So you know what I'm saying. You know, I don't know how easy it was to cop cyanide back in the day, but you know every now and then some shit fucked up. You know, just like your man's it's Sarajevo, 1914. After he tried to kill Pop
Yeah.
Franz Ferdinand
Yeah.
and his girl, pop both of them. Tried to take the cyanide pill. Didn't work, my nigga.
Oops.
Like,
Yep.
so you never know. So it's kind of thing for if you're trying to get good cyanide, get that shit from a real nigga. So
Yeah.
that's when I open up my business. Cyanide R Us, be under LLC.
Was it for children or?
Oh no, shh. That's all you need to know. Shh.
Okay. All right. It's for whoever needs
But
it.
what about this
Okay.
rumor that everybody says, right? That Rasputin, when he gets what? He gets fucking shoot him 3
Yeah.
times, one square in the head, and they throw his body in the river, and they say, oh, he died of hypothermia. He didn't
He
die
had water
from the
in
shooting.
his lungs, and there's another claim that you could see like scratch marks on the ice. There is no scholarly consensus that he
Okay.
died of hypothermia or had
So
water
it's
in
just-
his lungs. The dude who performed the autopsy was like, yeah, he fucking died when you shot him in the head.
Yeah.
As tends to happen when you shoot somebody in the head.
And here's the thing about getting shot in the head. Even when you die, you still have those little jerks at your body.
Mhm, mhm.
After your body be pop locking for a
Yeah.
while after. You
And
gotta
with a
let those
dude that most
muscles
people
die.
believe to be a demon on Earth, it's easy to see how those little jerks and twitches could be extrapolated into like, oh my God, he's still alive.
So
I wanted to hit this real quick.
you want to
There's this one popular conspiracy theory among some scholars that the British were in part responsible for Rasputin's death because apparently Rasputin was pushing Tsar Nicholas to negotiate a separate treaty with the Germans that would then allow the Germans to focus fully on the Western Front and fuck up Britain and France. And so they helped kill Rasputin, or at least gave the go-ahead. But that's still speculation. That's not confirmed.
I mean, shit.
It's just interesting.
I mean, look. MI6, I seen James Bond work.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I see how James Bond worked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think James Bond wasn't around? Just colluded. I can see James Bond getting Rasputin out of here.
Being in that room.
But that'd be a dank ass James Bond. But that would be kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like James Bond not like doing some heroic, just like shooting a nigga point blank in the head. Like, it'd be fucked up.
I haven't seen this side of James Bond before.
Yeah, I've never seen this
I don't
nigga
know
just
if I
pull
like
out
this.
murder somebody.
Probably most interesting of all is, looks like, a few weeks before his death, he writes a letter to Tsarina Alexandra for December 7th, 1916. And in it, he says, If you hear the sound of the bell, which will tell you that Grigory, his first name, has been killed, you must know this. If it was your relations who have wrought my death, then no one of your family, that is to say, none of your children or relations, will remain alive for more than 2 years. They will be killed by the Russian people. I shall be killed. I am no longer among the living. Pray, pray, be strong. Think of your blessed family. So he predicts their overthrow in the event that he is killed by their family. Not on, like, that's wild.
That's
to
not
me.
that wild.
Well,
it's not that wild because everybody can see it. If anybody's looking outside, they can see. The people are pissed. We've been fighting in this war, which we are losing. Badly. We are fucking fucked. You know what I'm saying? We're only beating. I think they were only like really beating the Turks. In like the Caucasus.
We got people waiting on rifles out there, picking up the rifles of dead men to shoot.
They've never been good. They were sending like people, you get a gun, you get a clip. When he dies, you get his gun. So we can see this is fucked. This is fucked. And he's just being the little conniving little dick he was, and he's just being like, yo.
There's less of a prophecy, more of a
certainty. Like you're going to die. If I'm not here, I'm just gonna tell you that because I'm a conniving dick. But weirdly, the only person here who can just see the reality that's going on outside.
And then you have that letter also in context. He's sending it to somebody who already believes in his spiritual abilities. So she's gonna, like Rasputin.
He's gonna, so it's like,
ooh.
So I mean, her and her family, they end up dead. They end up dead anyway. So
and then the Bolsheviks come.
The Bolsheviks. They end up dead. The Bolsheviks killed them. So all the kids dead in a house.
Rasputin's kids still alive.
Rasputin's kids, yo. Why nobody's popping out like you're on Rasputin's great grandson?
I don't know if there's a grandson out there. I know his daughter actually came to the States, and I think she was a circus performer for a time, if I'm not mistaken.
Bro, circus performers, you never know them. Them niggas are from down the block. They're not. Because circus, they'll lie to you quick. You know your carnies. They'll lie to you quick.
Never trust a carny.
Hey, shout out to the carny population. We fuck with y'all, my nigga. Like, doing that weird shit, selling shrooms at the carnival.
Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to
run
around this
that is
country.
God's work, is it not?
Man. Niggas, you get out of jail, get you that carny job, G. Shout out to the carnies. All right, man. So, I think my favorite thing on the end of Rasputin is that like they go through this nigga's possessions and they find locks of hair from every virgin he slept with. Supposedly.
We don't know. But it is weird that he'd have a bunch of locks of hairs just buried in a box.
And you know what's comforting about that? That was all he was doing.
Well,
like with him?
Again, we don't know, man.
With him? Yo.
We don't know.
At the look of that man, I would definitely like, yo, he cuts off feet.
Yeah,
he cuts off feet. He cuts off hella feet, though.
Oh, that's all they found is the hairs. Yeah, that's a lot better than what they could have found.
They could have found just little, just nails. Just manicured nails. Yeah, he was so... Big draws from Rasputin. What did you find out, Henry? What was the thing that you, after looking at Rasputin, what was the thing? One takeaway that you?
Looks don't truly matter to women.
Facts.
If you got a very compelling personality, and just like trying to separate the man from the myth.
Okay.
While I was like doing the research, I found a lot of stuff of like mainly pop culture claims about this dude after he's been deceased, and it's like, to what extent do we want him to be a villain, and to what extent was he an actual villain?
Oh, he was an actual villain.
You think?
He's fucking
evil dude.
He's a crazy person, fucking doing orgies. Fucking virgins, who's like fucking everybody's wife, dude. That's villain shit. Like he's just fucking everybody's wife. That's mean. Fair. Like, don't fuck people's wives.
But then on the flip side of it,
on the streets to fuck.
He might have been. Okay, if we took Rasputin in modern times and told him that he was a sex addict and made him go to like therapy to get over his
He's not
sexual
gonna go to
addiction.
therapy. He's
Could
gonna
we
fuck
treat
all the people at
could
therapy?
Would we try to treat
He's gonna
Rasputin?
He's gonna fuck the therapist.
You're right.
He
He probably would.
13-inch dick. He's fucking everybody. He's fucking.
It'd be a shame not to share that thing.
Yeah, I
with
mean,
the
it's
rest of the world.
it's a humongous, just an animal.
Dangle dongle.
Just a dingle dongle. My main takeaway from Rasputin, you can be anything you want to be if you dream it. If you believe it, you can achieve it.
And give up your kids.
And give it to your kids.
They're just holding you back.
They're just dragging your life down. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. All right, that's been Hard Fried History. That's our podcast on Rasputin. This has been an episode of, I fucked up the accent. But hey, man, thank you guys for listening.
Yes, thank you.
From me and Henry.
Hello.
All right, see you guys next time. All right, bye.